This week on Not Your Average Fangirls.
I don't like feet, but I would lick a toe for Johnny. Girl.
Just a toe, though.
Just one toe. We're not going to get too crazy.
A single one. ATEEZ are getting their Shakira on with Deja Vu. Rosé and CL were at the Met, and the looks were, well, interesting. And NCT 127 is back with their album Stickaaa, and it's so good, we're definitely sticking to it. Check it out.
Hello, everybody. It's Not Your Average Fangirls. We're back with another week of Kpop-ness. It's your girl, Kat, and what do I have? Is there anything exciting that I have going? Oh, Hanse is releasing his mixtape solo debut on his birthday, on Carolina's birthday. Wow.
Woo! My birthday buddy.
I'm excited. The Alice in me is quaking. I'm like, I'm ready. Also, I've been listening to the NCT album a lot. We'll talk about that later, though.
Hey guys, it's Cynthia, and Mark Lee has me in a chokehold, and I SOS.
DeMarcus.
I am blinking for help.
DeMarcus.
It's so hot. Anyway, and precious. Okay.
Hello, everybody. I am stressed. Like, you think that, like, I'd be happy, like, oh my god, a new NCT album, like, yeah, new music video, everybody looks so good. No. You know why I'm stressed? Because there's like 20-something different versions, if you count all of them individually. I'm trying to find trades. Everyone and their mama is running around. It's like the SpongeBob meme where he's just like running around, like with his arms flailing. That's what's happening in City right now. It's a hot mess. And like I'm panicking because I need to make trades, but then I don't want to make trades because I still have 3 more albums coming. And I'm just like, what is happening?
Oh my God.
But yeah. Yay. Yay.
Yeah, she already recruited my help, so I need to go ahead and tweet that.
Thanks, Mom.
And hello, everybody. It's Carolina. I don't know what's going on except for NCT and ATEEZ. Like, that's all my mind has space for this week. Also, Bam Bam and JB did a little DJ show together, like radio show, and I miss them doing shenanigans together.
They're always together though. Like Bam Bam posted with
I
Yukiam,
know.
Young J fucking called in. Like they're good.
They just never post about it now, though. They were posting about it. We're just like, finally, only took y'all how long? I know that y'all hang out every day probably, but let me see. Like, but anyways, since we're all happy and, well, except for Terracotta, stressed out, but we'll talk more about NCT later on. Let's start with some good news for this week. So, N.Flying and Enhypen are recovered from COVID.
Woo! God bless.
So happy.
I love how they like released like a official, like N.Flying released an official statement about it, and how we found out that Enhypen was good is that they posted a picture all together and they're like, we're good.
Yeah.
And then I cried.
And then their comeback was released. Announced.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I also love, too, that they're like, oh, we all had COVID together. We all recovered. You know what we should do? We should all share one room, even though we have space for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what? Like, why are there 4 people in one room? For what?
Exactly.
Okay, so first let's talk about congratulations to Enhypen because they just celebrated their 1-year anniversary. Yay!
Woo! Oh, that's right. Yay!
Second of all, how you gonna let Heesung have a room all by himself and then have 4 members in one room? My son is in a room with 3 other boys, and though I love those other boys, what? No. Heesung, no. They could have done like 2-3-3. Why would you do 4-2-1? Like, this don't make like mathematically it don't add up to me.
But the funny thing is, when I read the article, I feel like they decided that. Like,
They
that's
did.
the life they chose.
They
Like,
did.
It was literally rock, paper, scissors.
I think that they purposely designed that, and all of them agreed to it because they were all hopeful that they would get the private room.
oh my god.
They're so stupid. I hate. Like, Heesung's like, they should know better. They know Heesung wins at everything. They should know this by now. Like, literally, quite literally, he wins at everything. Like, every show they've done, when there's a prize involved, he's the winner. So I feel like they should have thought more about this, more drastically.
They could have just chalked it up. They could have just, like, played it off and been like, well, we're going to give you this room because you're the oldest. So that's why you're going to get a room to yourself. Like, why play yourself?
Who's in the room with all 4? There's 4 people.
It's Jungwon, Sungwoon, Sunwoo, and Nikki.
which they're happy about that. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sunwoo and Nikki are like, thank God. Thank God we're together.
So is it like 2 bunk beds?
I'm assuming so, yeah.
That's cute.
I mean, they were all in bunk beds before, so I'm assuming that they moved dorms. I don't know. But Jay and Jake are in one room together, so...
Dangerous.
A fuckboy collaboration.
Imagine how rich that room looks. Wow.
Girl.
Yeah.
That shit is expensive. They got Gucci bed sheets, like Egyptian cotton.
A Gucci bed frame that they don't even make. They had it custom made.
I hope this is in Enhypen and High 3. Like, I want to know, like, like, how it happened. Same. But I really want to know if, like, Heesung has, like, the biggest room, or does he have the smallest room? Because it's just one person, and then the 4 have the biggest room, and then the 2 have, like, the medium-sized room. You know what I mean?
Probably not, because that makes sense. So probably not.
Yeah, that seems logical. So that's not the, that's not the case.
So no, that's not what's happening.
I mean, they could be like WeEye. Like, WeEye's dorm is so weird. They have like 2 bedrooms, and then there's 2 beds in each room, so there's 4, and then there's 3 sets of bunk beds in the living room.
My favorite dorm arrangement is Lucy. That they're all in bunk beds except Ye-chan, because he's like been banished to the living room because of his snoring.
Damn, man.
Dorm living situations are so interesting.
I also still feel sorry for Stray Kids. Like, someone please send them help. Like, I
don't even know. The one dorm room that I'm just like, you know what? I am skeptical about going. Which floor is it in NCT? I'm like,
Oh, God.
Like floor 10 or something?
Oh, yeah, the floor.
I'm just like, nah. I've seen just clips of that. And Wavy, I'm like,
No, that, thank God they got a bigger dorm, but even in the bigger dorm, they just have so much shit.
That dorm is such a mess. It's so much. Like, why do you need 75 cat trees? Like, I don't know.
Like, it's huge. Like, your dorm is a good size. Like, it's a good size. But I'm just like, but it's so cluttered. I'm like, how are you living like this? I don't. But Stray Kids, didn't they get a new dorm? Stray Kids?
I think they did.
Yeah, they just did.
Okay, because when I was in Korea, the dorms they had, if it was the direction that they were walking, I was not stalking them. I was just in the area. There's a restaurant there and a convenience store. Anyways, so if it's the direction they were walking in, they were in the ghetto. Like, it was a hot mess.
I mean, it's JYP. I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, what even?
What like gets me is like these big groups, they have like one dorm where there's a whole ATEEZ who's from a small company, and they have 2 dorms between the 5 of them. So I'm just like, what's the like, how?
Easy. Smaller companies treat their artists better.
Yeah, right.
Literally.
When the CEO is a woman.
I just realized Byungkwan's gonna have a whole dorm to herself now because Seyun's in the military.
Oh, that's right.
And then it's just gonna be Chanhee and Junhee in one dorm because Donghoon's gonna go to the military. So then Byungkwan got a whole apartment to himself.
On my way, King.
Maybe he'll move in.
Just kidding.
They'll have sleepovers all the time.
You know what's funny is that we talk about the dorms like we've been there. We're just like, yeah. Like,
yeah, like, we know their dorms. It's great. They have
Bitch,
so much
I've been
room
inside
there.
Junhee's room more than probably he has. Like, the V-Lives he be doing, I know the layout to his room better than he does. Like,
oh my God, yeah. It's like Bangchan's studio. It's just a tiny room.
Yeah, well, that's his
big man.
room, basically.
You just had to add that in there for a big man.
But since we're all in the happy mood, congratulations to STAYC. They got their first win, and I think they have 3 wins so far. So, yay!
Wow,
I'm so happy for them. They're taking over. I mean, we should have known. ASAP is like taking over everywhere.
Jesus.
So we should have known that was Stereotype. They were like gonna pop off because, yes.
This is completely unrelated, but if the listeners are unaware, just so you guys know, we were on Australian television on accident when they did a piece on Stray Kids. So if you ever come across it, just look in the crowd. We're right there, front and center.
You don't even have to look in the crowd. Just look on the screen.
We're right there.
Just watch it. You just look at it. You'll see us.
Yep.
With our phones that say Hyunjin, Felix.
Yeah. We scared the media people. They were like, before the show, they were like, hey, are you guys going to be loud? And we're like, you don't got to tell us.
They asked for us. Yeah, they asked
They're
for
like, yeah,
it.
be hype. And we're like, you don't got to tell us. And then we
always hype.
scared them.
Yep.
And then there was this girl by us who had like this homemade sign. And I was like, girl, get in front of me. I don't want to.
Oh, yeah. We recruited people too. We're like, y'all are cute. Come here.
Bro, we were on that at least like 3 times. They showed us. And I was like, there's a whole crowd y'all could have filmed. Why are y'all still here?
They didn't have any more footage. They were like, damn, we forgot to take crowd shots.
So I know Felix saw my sign that was on my phone with like a broken screen.
We're going to be used for stock footage for like future.
Oh my God, stop.
We're going to be in a Marvel movie.
For like future like stories where it's like crazy fans of K-pop. It's like us.
You know what I think about though to this day is that like how big is Stray Kids? Like to the point that Australian TV flew to the USA, not even like Korea. No, they flew to the USA to cover.
Well, they
because
flew to
were
Korea too.
Yeah, actually, yeah, for the whole thing. You're right. They did.
Yep.
But no, he was shook. Remember, the guy was just like, wow, it's so crazy. Like, we have like 2 little Aussies and they're like superstars here. Like, you guys are a fan. Like, I can't believe you guys know. We're like, yeah, oh my God, we love them.
Didn't they do that? Aussie.
Oi,
Yep.
oi, oi.
I was like, sir, we're in LA. We're in LA, sir.
They said we don't care. Oh my God. Somebody else that said I don't care is SONAMOO's D.ana because she left the group. She said I'm out.
There's only 3 members left, and here's the thing though, like the entertainment company officially closed their doors in January, so I'm so confused.
What?
Yeah. TS Entertainment closed their doors January of this year.
How do you just be like, so we're just gonna close the company, but y'all can still do what y'all want? Like, if y'all want to be a group, I guess.
The name. It's because, okay, they've gotten sued before, so
Dang.
for like mistreatment, and it was actually by the other members of this group that they got sued by.
I mean, they got sued by BAP too, so.
That company is horrible. I
Truly.
did not know that they had closed though.
Oh yeah, girl. That BAP lawsuit hit them hard.
Well, yeah, good, because BAP could have been, I feel like we've said it in another podcast, but BAP could have been the gateway K-pop group. Like, they could have been it, because they were.
Yeah.
And then TS did them dirty.
But yeah, I'm confused for this group though, so...
I bet they are too.
But I hope that in her Instagram post where she like announced it, she was saying like, hey, I'm like working on stuff that will be released in the future, so we'll be looking out.
Block B's PO also left his agency 7 seasons. I mean...
Not surprised.
Yeah, exactly. But I love that man. He's so funny. They haven't said anything about him re-signing with like a different company. Well, not re-signing, but signing with a different company, or where he might go or what he might do. So I'm just waiting for him to, continue being on dramas and make me fall even more in love with him, because I am still hurt. I'm still hurt from Hotel de Luna.
Stop. We don't talk about it. We don't.
I still have
How
not watched
dare you
it.
bring that up? How
Same.
dare
I'm
you
sorry.
bring that up, Carolina?
I am sorry, but it just came to my head.
That
because
instantly brought tears to my eyes. I can't
My
believe.
God. Wow. He deserved better.
We're not going to talk about it.
Anyways, BTS. Let's move on to BTS news, because they're always doing stuff. By the way, they are on their way to the USA right now.
Oh my God, I have so much mixed signals. I'm happy because they're gonna be in the same country, but I'm sad because they're gonna be in the same country. Like, don't come to this crusty country. I'm so sorry,
Right.
Kings. I'm so sorry.
I'm only excited because they're excited. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
same.
I know they want to get out and travel and be back and possibly
Yeah.
see fans. So,
They look great in their airport fits.
Oh,
They
they
look so good.
looking good.
they look so good.
They're out and about. They are also gonna be at the UN. By the time that this is posted, they would have already done their speech. Can't wait. It was an amazing speech. Beautiful.
Yes,
Woo!
of course.
But they also, so they won a VMA.
They won 3.
Three.
They won Best Group, Best K-pop Song, and Song of the Summer, right? Something like that.
Group of
Something
the
like
year.
that.
Love how now they have a best K-pop option.
I said
Yeah.
that too. I was just gonna have a whole K-pop category now.
You should just put BTS with the normal categories. I don't understand why there's a specific.
I don't
Anyways, that's
know.
for another.
But I mean, they won Song of the Summer, so that's good. And like the Group of the Year, so that's also good.
It's okay. The VMAs ain't what they used to be, so this is just another trophy for Hobie to stand in front of.
Exactly.
Look at all those chickens. That's what I like to say.
For real.
I know The VMAs must be butthurt that, BTS gonna be in town and they couldn't even come a week early.
Sure did not. They were like, pass.
Yep, they said it's COVID. We can't do that next week. I'm in New York.
Next week.
Hey.
I love it. Oh my god, I love it. I love the shade.
We love the petty.
Also, congratulations to them because they were appointed as special envoy from South Korea. Well, in South Korea.
Woo!
So now they have diplomatic passports and
Love
things.
that.
They
They got a
pen, too.
certificate. Hobie made everybody
We
laugh.
love a certificate.
We love it.
I know.
They fist bumped the president.
So cute.
It was so cute. They're gonna be, like I mentioned, they're gonna attend the UN General Assembly in New York, and they're also going to be part of the second meeting of the Sustainable Development Goals moment of the decade action. That's a mouthful, but they're also
I'm
gonna
saying.
be there. So
Love
Congratulations to BTS. Obviously, just
BTS,
keep doing what you're doing, honey, because you're killing it.
Yes, get that money, honey.
Now let's talk about the Met that just happened this past week. So Rosé from Blackpink was in the audience. Well, she was attending, and then CL was also there. They're the first female K-pop artist to attend the Met, so woo! We love that. Honestly, I am surprised that not more. Like GD or something has never been to the Met.
it's
Exactly.
because they don't wanna be outstaged.
Probably.
I mean, after this year, they probably won't worry about being outstaged because honestly.
Yeah.
Well, they were like, we made the right decision on who to invite to us.
Let's talk about the looks real quick. CL did look good. The top half, so I hate the theme. First of all, it's American, America, and I hate it. Anyway, CL was on theme though, the classic denim gown. Oh, and it was tied with a traditional Korean knot in the front, and
That was
also,
pretty.
Yes, and also her hair was inspired by traditional Korean headpiece worn by queens. So we love to see that there was actually, some thought. I'm not gonna blame her for this, but she was dressed by Alexander Wang, who is currently under multiple SA allegations. So that's not the best way to show up, because she may not know it, but everyone in the fashion world and the event knows it. So
Right.
but I mean, she looks great. I hate the diaper that she wore though. I hate the bottom.
Yo, I hated
Yeah,
the bottom
top
part.
was so pretty, and then I was like, oh. Ouch.
She said tighty whities. That's very American.
I liked her after party look more.
Yes.
Yeah.
That did look real nice. She looked
Yes.
real good in that, and she looked very happy.
Yeah, she looks amazing. I hate the bottom half.
And then there's Rosé.
God, y'all, I'm so mad.
Yeah, you're not the
I'm
only one.
just-
Literally, people were saying that she was the most talked about during, on Twitter and things like that, with the hashtag. But she was the one most talked about because her outfit was not it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that something went wrong and they had to put her in something last minute.
That's the problem. It didn't, Carolina. They
No,
didn't.
They
didn't.
didn't.
No.
There was a whole Vogue video about it.
Yep.
And she was so excited about this dress. She was like, this
Yep.
is the best dress ever. She was like, I love black mini dresses. This is perfect.
Yeah.
This is amazing. And I was like, girl, you look like... Rosé is amazing. She's a beautiful, incredible. But that dress, she just looked like she came out of, a rom-com, teen rom-com prom scene.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she was going to homecoming. It was her dress for her
yeah.
homecoming dance.
Mhm. Yeah, it was not even prom.
I'm so disappointed to learn that this was this was the plan all along.
Yes.
Yeah, behind the scenes video planned. They had a whole event.
Oh yeah, ahead of the time. We should also mention that she was dressed by Saint Laurent and accompanied by the creative director of Saint Laurent. So she's wearing a piece from their winter collection, and I get it. She's a brand ambassador, so duh. But I will say it again, I hate the theme, but the theme is the whole point. So what?
Does that even go with the theme? I mean, homecoming.
Yeah, it was her homecoming. All she needed was a mom, and she would have been right on point with Southern American apparel.
Exactly.
Yep.
Also, it's kind of like people plan for these events. You know what I mean? Like, not just like, what can I wear out of it? Like, no, like they create, like designers design whole new like dresses and tuxes and stuff for this event. So like, even though she was the brand ambassador, they could have designed something for her specifically as like her first stepping out to be one of the first K-pop like idols invited. This could have been a whole thing, you know? They could have been like, let us do it right. But they just like, we'll give this from our winter collection. Pluck, there you go. Like there was no like thought behind it. I feel
nothing
like
behind it yet.
even her makeup, like it could have been like drama or something. If you're gonna like do like a simple dress, like maybe make her makeup more like pop, but like she looked like she didn't want to be there.
And she was so excited. It was so
It's
she was
true.
so excited about like the jewelry and like makeup, and she really put a lot of thought into like the hair and makeup. Like she had like some graphic eyeliner on, and so she put thought into like the accessories. But it was just like the dress that was just like underwhelming. Did she look amazing? Yes. Would it be Met Gala? No. This was giving me VMAs red carpet.
But like when you think about the Met, you think about, so Vogue released like a bunch of behind the scenes for a bunch of like different people. When I think of like the Met Gala, I think of like how like Billie Eilish's team did it. Like they went to Oscar de la Renta and they were like, look, Billie wants you guys to design her Met Gala dress, and they were like,
exactly.
yes. And they took months of planning and doing it, making the dress for Billie, not just plucking it off of
That's what I'm saying.
fucking-
Yeah, I just think the theme was kind of lackluster this year. So
Yeah.
there was no room to have anything too spectacular, just because the theme was just like, okay,
Yeah.
Boring.
A lot of people went for like the old school Hollywood like look.
Right.
Like Billie did it, Megan did it. So like that was like a pop on theme to, I guess,
Yeah.
the quote unquote made in America theme or whatever the fuck.
I think it's just because the theme was so broad. And they didn't specify specific what of American fashion. So I think that's why it just looks all over the place and crazy, which I mean, hey, that's the USA, right?
America.
So like,
I
it
would have went
goes-
there naked. I would have put some pasties on because I was made in America. So boom, that's exactly what I would have did. I'm like, what? I'm on theme.
Oh my god, that's
Anyways, the point is that the Met, it was just a weird theme, and then they're continuing the theme. Will we see more K-pop idols there? Who knows?
Ooh, can you imagine if BTS were to go? If they would grace the Met as Louis Vuitton ambassadors.
I know they wouldn't wear a boring ass black suit.
But I'm glad that they didn't I'm glad they didn't get invited to this one because like
Same.
I didn't like
Yeah.
the theme. Like I want them to have a
hate
theme where they can like shine. Like
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yep.
I hope that they don't go to the next one, and I hope that the next theme is much better.
But we're talking about fashion. Also, congratulations to Kai from EXO because he
Oof,
was
that
chosen
man.
as the global ambassador for Seoul Fashion Week.
As he should, that man.
For next year, yeah, for spring 2022. So as he should, I'm pretty sure he's been an ambassador before. Maybe not. Maybe in my head he has been.
I don't think he has officially, but you know. And you can see it digitally because it's gonna be held digitally, and you can like watch like the live stream and stuff. It's gonna be like held using fashion films from Seoul's historic landmarks, including the palace. We love the palace.
That's so cool.
I'm excited to see what happens. Like now, this is where it's at. Like fuck America. Now let me see what real fashion is about. Just like how Tokyo Fashion Week. Woo!
Okay, let's move on to our comebacks for this week, everybody. We have Mr. Wonho. He came back with Blue. The good thing is that he's not sad, but he gave us sports cuteness.
It's very odd to see him act cute. He's too large.
Yes. Like
I mean, I feel like this is a good balance though, because he didn't go like, yeah, he was just like, I'm a cute jock. Yeah. So I feel like that, like, he could have, like, you know, I'm glad he picked football as his sport. And, like, you know, the bedazzled Miami Dolphins jersey was a lot. But
It was a lot.
mean,
it was.
but I mean, like, it's cool. My grandma likes the Dolphins, I guess. So. That's cool.
It was cute though, and it was like showing a different side because obviously like all of his last music as a solo was like, I'm sexy, look at my abs, and this one is like, I'm cute but look at my abs, like
Yeah,
you know.
he was still
I
naked,
can also
so
be cute.
giving the people what they want.
He said, sometimes I just want to be cute. And that's what he did.
I like the sound for him though. I don't know, I like the song. I feel like the visuals just made it that much more fun. It was like weird seeing him that way because yeah, like I'm so used to seeing him like, ooh, look at me, like I am all dark and sexy and look at my muscles. But now it was just like he was all happy-go-lucky type of thing, dancing around.
He was with his colored friends. It was a great
He
time.
was.
For him.
I was like, okay.
Have you guys seen his TikToks?
No.
No, he makes TikToks.
Girl, he, not only does he make TikToks, but he does like the thirst trap ones too,
Oh
I was like,
no.
is he naked all the time?
basically, just like his Instagram.
Oh my god. Does he have an OnlyFans too? I feel like that's his
mean-
next move.
Let me tell you, that look where he had the backwards cap on and all black, now that had me feeling
Yeah.
things.
That was his after practice look.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Wonho just showing all of his different sides. We love that. He still shows abs. It's great. He looks
The jack of
really
all
happy.
But could you imagine, like, with the white outfits where they were all like shirtless and stuff, like all the dancers? Could you imagine coming to a Wonho video shoot and having to be shirtless next to Wonho? I'd be so upset. I'd be like, I'm not gonna look
I would
good.
have left the set.
I would be like, I'm not gonna look good at all. Like, why am I here?
I'm gonna be outshined. I also wonder if Wonho picks like the people that were in the video. Is he like, yeah, that dude right there, like he definitely gonna be my backup dancer? Like look at them titties.
That was his
Man,
rule. I
titties.
can't pick anyone whose titties are bigger than mine. So you.
That was one of the conditions. You gotta
Yeah.
measure your titties. If they're bigger than Wonho, don't try.
Don't even bother to apply. Sorry, don't try out. You're not gonna make it.
Don't do
His
it.
body is so wild to me. Not even like just like in a sexual way, but I mean like, damn, like
Right?
Yeah.
you are just built different.
And I just want to know how he moves so well with so much mass. Like, he's so large.
I think he's lean. Like I think it's like lean muscle.
But he looks different. He doesn't look as swole as usual in this music video, which I
Yeah.
like. I feel like sometimes like he'll be in pictures and I'm like, he's so large.
I
Like,
think most of the time in those pictures because he's like super flexing.
yeah, probably.
Cause like if I've seen pictures of him just like kind of walking, and he doesn't look that swole as he does in those pictures. But you know what's funny is that like Wonho is known not only as a K-pop idol, but like people that are into like fitness,
yeah,
they know
watch
him.
his fucking
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
One of my coworkers' boyfriends knows who Wonho is because of his workout videos. I was like talking.
Yep.
I was talking to another coworker about him who's a K-pop stan, and we were talking about it, and it was like, and we were like, I mentioned Wonho, and he was like, "Yo, the guy that works out on YouTube," and I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, there's a guy on YouTube that posts workout videos, and his name is Wonho." And I'm like, "Is he a Korean guy with blonde hair?" And he goes, "Yeah." I'm like, he is a K-pop idol. What are you talking about?
He's not just a workout guy. Again, a jack of all trades. My boyfriend has
A crush
big
on him.
big ol' man crush on this man. Like he stares at his Instagram pictures and also like the videos as well. Like he always says like his body is insane in like a respectful way. So you know when you're like, oh,
Yeah.
who's your crush? He'll say Namjoon and he'll say Wonho with the side of
Oh my
Jimin.
God. He's like the Richard Simmons of like K-pop, like the 80s guy that did all the little workout videos. Like
That's
if he
Wonho.
ever gets tired of being an idol, he could just be like the guy. He just make
Yeah.
workout videos. Be like the guy from Tybo. Be like Billy Blake's. Isn't that the
Yes!
Tybo guy? I used to do Tybo with my aunt when I was like 12. It's
Oh my
great.
god, bro, stop. It's funny because I mean there was that one story, remember, of the guy that bought like some weights off of some dude on like the Korean version of Mercari, and
Oh,
when he
yeah.
showed up it was Wonho that he was buying.
Can you imagine?
I need to start buying weights on that. What the hell?
I know, right? I want
There's a
to.
chance it could be Wonho. Hell
He
yeah.
should have kept his contact information and be like, yo, bro, can we meet up for like lunch and you could just give me some like tips, and then he should have formed like a whole friendship. They could be like gym bros. He dropped the ball there.
Working out with him? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he missed an opportunity. And then he could be like the secondary instructor in Wonho's upcoming videos. I feel like that's coming soon. He could be his assistant. Look, he missed a whole work opportunity.
Should have consulted us, NYAFangirls@gmail.com.
I'm saying, we got you. But anyways, but this is like a cuter side. Anyway, he still looked fine and sexy. Is great. It's a really fun song to listen to, so def recommend. But moving on to something that's not cute and not just ATEEZ came back with Deja Vu, everybody. That's the winning title track, which we knew. We knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, we knew.
All I gotta say is, what the fuck? That's it.
There's so many things to talk about. First, the song is great. Okay, the song is incredible. It was everything I wanted and more. Choi-san really ate this song up. I love that for him, vocal king. But I just Seonghwa.
The ponytail,
but your song too.
He changed my whole entire life. That tiny fairy man. I said, he been in the group the whole time. Who the hell is this? Who this man? I don't know him.
He has. He's changed the last two comebacks.
This is what I wrote while watching the music video. I just started writing whatever came to my head, and this is it. It says San lip ring Wonho starting gibberish. Oh my god, your song. This choreo and outfits. Oh my Hongju.
There was just so much. There's just, I don't know, it was like Slootopia, all of them in their tight little shirts and their little crop tops and their little hip movements. I was like, what is this?
They came out and I was literally they could come and show up and beat me up and I would thank them. That's how I felt while watching that. I'd be like, thank you.
It was regular disrespect right throughout the music video. It was just disrespect after disrespect. Okay, first of all, San in the leather pants and the tight long sleeve, and then fucking Woo Young in I'm pretty sure it was a velvet suit, which just blew my mind. I was just like, oh my god, yes, king. But then Jungho was doing his ad libs. He's like, yeah,
and it looked like he got superpowers and shit in one thing.
And then Mingi was doing his thing, and then the holla holla guy popped up, and you were like, oh my god, theories, it's holla holla Humjoon. And then out of nowhere there was rain. Yes! I lost my mind
for no reason.
I lost my mind.
Here's some pretty shots of some stars. Now water. Boom, wet.
For what? Just singing in the rain, dancing in the rain, bro. I felt so attacked when I saw that.
Yep. They're not only are we just gonna be standing in the rain, we're gonna do this whole disrespectful ass choreo in the rain just for y'all.
And the scene with Woo Young and
Woosan.
Yes. It was Woo Young. Oh my god. I literally could not handle myself. I had to replay that. I was like, I can't handle them. Nope, I can't do it.
Mingi just kicking you in the face, and then Hongjoon pushing back his red hair. I knew he was probably getting dye in his eyes. I know he was. Because red dye be leaking from your head for months when you dye your hair. So I know.
Same.
And Hongjoon's rap in this, I was shook, dude.
Girl, his aura.
Yeah, that too.
He demands attention, and I am willing to give it to him. You don't gotta ask me twice. Don't worry about it. You don't even gotta ask me.
But then I liked how in his rap, one of them is it's that scene that all of them are just looking at you, and then he's just oh, and my dream after this scene is beep, and I was like, what's the beep for? What's the beep for, Hongjoon?
He left it up to your interpretation, whatever you want it to be.
I mean, listen, they looked like they were all about to fight me. And like I said earlier, I would thank them.
I'd fight them.
Yeah, same. I'm not intimidated by them, but I can't look away.
I feel we've said this before, but ATEEZ, they're not the quote unquote conventional pretty of K-pop idols, right? Mm-hmm. And at least when it comes to Korean standards, and but they grab your attention. They're so hot.
So fine.
They're so fine.
That's what it is. Cause they fine.
I don't understand when people are just it's how we say about Namjoon and how in Korea he's not considered attractive, but
he's fine.
Yeah, they're so hot. They're so hot. I don't understand how you could look away from them.
And it's literally everything. the way they were styled in this comeback. Oh, Lord Jesus.
The only thing I didn't like, though, was San's haircut. It made his head look big, but it's okay because he's still fine.
Really? I love the haircut on
I
him.
hate it. I hate that haircut on everybody. I just don't see the appeal. It's like someone just blindly said, chop, chop, chop. Yeah, that look good.
He made it look good.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, but he fine, though, so it's okay.
He
but
is
I'm just
fine.
saying, not everybody has the luxury of still being fine and with that haircut.
Points were made.
Giving people ideas.
Yeah, we shouldn't encourage people to be reckless with their hair like that.
Right, exactly.
ATEEZ just killed it with this. Like, they look good. The song is good. Yes, the whole album is good. I feel like the whole album, they're giving more of like a pop happy sound than their past albums. But I mean, I love all of it. Like, I think All About You is probably my favorite off the album. Like, the chorus with the harmonizations in it, oh my god, it's beautiful.
Yeah, the vocals are pretty.
And then, you know, you have like the hype songs still, because you have like obviously Deja Vu, like Rocky, bitch. I literally would fight somebody to Rocky. Like, it's so good.
The Libra that doesn't fight. She is very violent today.
I know.
I know, right? She wants to just fight people and
she's
step
never
on
even
people.
been in a fight.
I've never been in a fight. I don't even like fights, so imagine.
And she's out here like threatening everyone, threatening ATEEZ.
Like,
threatening people to ATEEZ songs.
And also this Wonho hair. Whew, this red.
You're right.
and
Honestly,
black.
yeah, let's talk about my man. That man is so hot. He looks so fine. The hip movement, my Jolly G, dear God. Like, it's...
Jolly Green Giant. Yes, you're right. It is.
I mean, that's a... Yeah, also that, yes. He is a giant, and I love him for it. But he is so, like... The duality of this man, because he is such a cute little being.
That's what it is with all of ATEEZ. They're literally all like that, and then they get on stage and it's like they get sprayed down with like a sexy mist. They're like, okay, get on stage, and they become this whole different being, and you're just like, ow.
I think it was Cynthia that said it once, that like San gets possessed by the devil, like he made a deal with the devil.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, like they all get possessed. That's fine.
Every time they perform, I'm like, you're right. Like, literally, I feel that. That's how I feel about ATEEZ.
Yeosang, Anyway, this whole album is great. Everybody listen to it. It's a really great. Never Too Late, that's the one for me.
Ooh, yes. I love that
like
song.
Feeling Like I Do. I think that's my favorite song on the album.
Oh, that's such a fun song.
I know, thank you.
Also, everybody watch their episode of Weekly Idol because that shit was hilarious. I was like rolling on the floor laughing so hard. That shit was so funny.
Wait, I want to say something. It's not that I don't like this album, but it's my least favorite album that they've released.
Oh, mine too. Yeah. It's a good album, but it's not my favorite album.
It took me a couple listens for me to be okay with it.
I'm on the same page, Sin. I feel that.
It's because Hongjoon wasn't as heavily involved. Just saying. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Ooh, the tea.
Anyway.
Ooh, it's hot. It's
Yikes.
Anyway, what are we talking about?
We're just like, Hongjoon head goes blank.
Oh, he's so fine. Oh, I love him. I love that man. Anyway.
Also, sidebar, but I saw this graphic that showed like ATEEZ's like album sales, and it's insane because their first album sold in the first week like 5,000 copies, if that. Only. Their last album, this album, sold 655,000.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
They're predicting them to be a million seller next album, and that's so exciting.
Fever deserves those numbers, but okay.
I'm so proud of them. They're doing I'm so happy.
Doing that damn thing.
But moving on to some other disrespectful mofos. NCT 127 finally came back with Sticker.
Like a sticker.
Wait, before we proceed, I need to know, Terika, what were your thoughts? Because when I was watching the music video, all I could think about was, oh my god, Terika's gonna die.
Same. Okay, here's the thing. I crashed. I didn't even get to watch it when it premiered. I stayed up, like my body, like I set an alarm and I watched the live performance on the Late Late Show, and then I crashed, and then I didn't get to watch the music video until like the next day. And at first I tried to put the subtitles on because, you know, for the podcast, gotta know what they're saying. Yeah, no, that didn't work too well. So I quickly turned those. I missed half the damn song. I was like, wait, what? So I had it started over, and like I was going into cardiac arrest the entire time. Like I made 0 sounds. I don't even know if I was breathing, but I made it through, and here I am. I mean, just that. Okay.
Yep. I feel that.
Yep.
It was just very unnecessary. For what? Like, what was the point?
This was another video. I feel like last week we mentioned about, was it last week? I don't know, a couple weeks ago. What was the video? We were just like, we watched it once. Omega X, yes. For the Omega X video that I watched it like 5 times because I just had to like take one thing at a time. I had to do the same thing with NCT. Like, first of all, I watched the video and I'm freaking out because the visuals are wild.
Yes.
But the song to me sounded like pots and pans and not in a good way. And it was
but
like,
no, it's like I get
it's so bad that's good.
Yeah, but okay, but this is like the trajectory, right? This is the history with the song. This all happened in like an hour, right? Anyways, so I watched the music video right when it dropped, and I am freaking the hell out because I love the visuals, I love the outfits, I love how outrageous and crazy everything else is. Also, they all look fucking good. Like, they look so damn good. The styling is on point. I loved it, right? So while in the middle of it all, me processing all of this information, I'm also thinking Terika gonna die. And then also I'm thinking, what the fuck is happening in this song? This song is a mess. Is somebody really doing pots and pans? Like, literally they threw them down the stairs. And then I was like, what the fuck? Okay, now let me watch this again. I got to like recuperate. I watched it again, still freaking out. And then the song, the chorus got to me, and I'm like, all right, okay, I dig this. And then I was like, oh shit, I gotta read the lyrics. So I watched it again, reading the lyrics. And then I was like, okay. And then, all right, but it did take a couple listens for me to be like, yo, okay, like I'm vibing.
For me, I didn't watch. I listened to the album first. So my first listen, I was just like, what the fuck is this album? But besides Dreamer, besides that one was on repeat right away. But anyway, and then I was like, okay, let me start again. And so I did another listen, and I'm just like, all right, okay, Road Trip kind of slaps too. And then another listen, and then I'm like jamming to Lemonade. And then another listen. Yes. But like the main song, like the title track, I was like, what is this? But it's not bad. It's not horrible, but it is kind of. And then when we watched the music video, I was just like, damn it, I like it. Like, during the music video, I even told, I told that to Kat. I was like, I didn't like the song, but now I do.
Bitch, that's how they get you.
I say there's 2 types of NCT songs. Okay, there's one type where you like it instantly, right? You're like, oh, this song is so good, aka everything NCT Dream has ever released. You're like, oh, this is incredible. And then there's another type of NCT song where you have to like listen to it a million times, or at least 5 times. I say 5 times at least before you're like, oh my god, I like this song. Like, it's a trigger. It's like a Stickaaa.
Literally,
right?
that's what
okay,
gets
look,
me.
it's because, look, NCT, they're innovators, right? And sometimes
Facts.
our little brains cannot wrap around the greatness. Like, we
Yep.
just hear, we're like, that doesn't make sense. And it just takes a few times. And then all of a sudden, like, you just, like, the clouds part. And then you're just like, oh my God, this is genius. Like, okay, so the flute at the beginning, beautiful, perfect,
Amazing.
yes. And then the flute in the chorus, beautiful, perfect, yes. But at first I was like, the flute, like, we didn't need her everywhere. Like, she was there for a long time, not for a good time, right? And I was like, for what? But when I listened to it the 3rd time, I was like, no, wait. No, she's genius. And all I can think about is Lizzo in the background playing the flute, right? Getting it. Because every time Lizzo plays flute to a song, right? It be sounding off beat, but it be immaculate, right? Because she's a musician. She knows it's not off beat, just to the untrained ear. And so I'm hearing it and I'm like, the flute is where it's at. She's a showstopper. I love it. Like, it has the desperado feel. So like
yes!
the also, like, yeah, like the whole cowboy thing, like the flute is great. Like at first I was not about it, but when I listened to it for the third time, I was like, no, this is genius. This makes sense. I'm here for it. I love this song.
This was a repeat for me, like when you guys will listen to things before I do and you're like, ooh, it's not good, and then I listen to it and I'm like, I like love this. Like the first time I listened to the song, I was like, I really like this song.
Okay, so the first time I listened to it though, it was on the performance, and I think what threw it off for me for the flute too is because like they weren't performing live. Obviously, they weren't like in LA, so I think maybe it was just the whole issue with like lagging or something, and I was like, what the hell? Because when I listened to the song by itself that next morning, I was like, I like this. Like the flute, okay, but I like this. And then by the third time when I listened to it and watched the music video, I was like, no, I love this. I've been singing it all damn day. Just running around the house screaming.
You know what we all sound like? We sound like Stockholm Syndrome. Like that's
you know, it's true. It's true. Because I'm gonna be real, I still don't know if I fully like the song besides the chorus.
I love it. I think it's
love
so good.
this song.
But I'm not gonna but I mean, I know y'all don't really like my opinion to some people doesn't count because I also I will die by the sword for Punch. I love that song. And some people hate it. They're like, what is this hot mess? But Punch is my shit. Ba, 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 ba. So like when I heard this, I was like, yes, this is NCT, and I know there's a big debate between everyone, like Lemonade should have been like the title track, but then I see why they didn't. Like just like, you know, everything else they did, like even with Punch and stuff, like they have a song that like would be a typical K-pop boy song, like a great song, right? But that's not their brand. So they go with things that are their brand, and I feel like
that's their brand.
Yeah, Organized Chaos is NCT, and it's great. And then they hit you with R&B vocals too, and you're just like, oh, okay.
Yep.
This is great.
Why I say what I just said is because the chorus is what really gets me. Like, that's what got me from the song, right? The chorus is incredible. I love that. It's super, like, catchy. I think the vocals and, like, all of that is good. But there is something, and I want to say it's the flute, but it could be something else that just throws me off for a lot of the song. Now, am I vibing to the song? Heck yeah. Is this my favorite NCT 1-7 title track? Hell no. Like, this is not my favorite, like, title track by them. But I see the appeal, and I also, like, I like the song. I'm just, like, still, like, well, am I gonna go listen to this, like, every day? But then again, I've been listening to the album, like, every day since this came out, so, you know.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah. See?
Now I gotta talk about the music video because I never wanted to be a chihuahua in my life until this music video. I was like, I want to be this tiny chihuahua with this cowboy hat sitting on Taeyo's lap. Like, that's the dream.
So cute. Also, have you seen the man that owns that chihuahua?
No.
I would want that man sitting in my lap. That girl, someone found that man's Instagram. I said, yeah, okay. No, yeah, we know why the staff chose this dog in particular. We know why. But the dog is so cute.
But this music video was disrespectful. They said we are attacking from the get-go. Like, the video started, and I was like,
they really did this for me and Terica. They said, the yeehaw, y'all ready? This for our Texas girls.
And then Mark, like, you know, like, swinging his little guns at the end. I said, stop. The Marcus.
And they brought the Texas with the oversized belt buckles, and they made me feel right at home. And I was like, wow, let me polish your belt buckles, king. Let me get your
Cater to You part 2 coming through.
Yes, let me cater to you. I will polish your boots. Like, let's go.
Sure would.
Like,
I'll clean your gun.
Yeah.
I would clean the shit out of your horse's, like, hooves. Like, I will, oh my God. I will drink your bath water. Oh my God.
Did you see Jonathan? Jonathan. It was the J's. For me. Jaehyun, Johnny, like the.
Yep. I have beef because they put Jaehyun and Yuta to do their, like, little dance thing, and then boom comes out Johnny shirtless, and I'm like, you can't do that.
Oh my God. And I love that shirt.
Jungwoo too. I was like, the J is really out here today. I was like, Jungwoo like bleached his hair, and he just a thotty thought now. Like, there's no stopping him now.
Jungwoo like, looking like, oh my God, like, but this man is in his moment again.
He's in his bag right now. He is in his bag.
Yeah, I be forgetting he fine until he, show me that girl.
I have beef with Johnny, more beef with Johnny because
I always got beef with Johnny.
With Johnny and DeMarcus, because their verse, I forget which one it is, but Johnny's like, oh, let's throw a party just for the two of us. Only you're my VIP, and then Mark comes through with the, don't worry, I'm ready. See heaven right away. I said, don't do that. No. Don't do that.
After about 6 times, I finally was able to look up the lyrics, but I didn't watch the music video to look up the lyrics. I found the lyrics thing because it was just not working out for me trying to watch the music video and read the lyrics. And some of these little lyrics are a little spicy.
Yeah, a lot of spicy.
Yeah, they said if you want it, then it's yours. I said, baby, let's go. Where's it at? It's mine. I need to go get it.
And he said, you're the boss, whatever. I said,
yeah.
Okay.
The one that got me was the Headshot one. It was like, you can move as you please. I was like,
we're not going to talk about it because I don't want people to come for me, but I will also drink that man's bathwater too.
But I can't talk about this music video without talking about my man. Within the first 19 seconds, I had 37 cardiac arrests.
Yep.
And even the shadow of him just was
the hair, his haircut with the design in it. Oh my god. Yeah.
It reminded me of 7 Cents Taeyong, when he had his shaved sides and his bleached hair. He's just so fun. Oh my god, I love that man. He's so fun. Taeyong, Lee Taeyong, sir. I know I don't talk about him enough, y'all. I know we have a deprived relationship sometimes, but Lord Jesus, what I would do for that man, y'all.
He's so fine, but he's so he's so precious and
my cancer man's.
Yeah, ugh. And emotional and sometimes kind of dumb, but in an endearing way. It's okay. They're all pretty dumb. It's okay.
Yeah, I feel like all of NCT, y'all remember the Dumb Ways to Die? I feel like they would be their main characters in that.
Yeah, I feel that too.
And I feel like we've also talked about everyone except for Dewey King.
Because we're going to ignore that too. I just have way too many men.
King Do-young, my god, when he was on that motorcycle with the lasso, and then Yuta was on the motorcycle with the lasso, and it was just a lot.
The lasso they stole from Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
The lasso of truth.
Yeah.
Jaehyun too. When Jaehyun punched the camera, I was like, I've never felt so rejuvenated in my life.
Him, y'all.
Okay, but Jaehyun doing the he was biting his lip and shit. I was like, oh, this man.
Jeffrey knows what he's doing.
He knows, and that's what's so annoying.
He knows that he is fine.
I still never forgive this fucking bully scandal for fucking not giving me actor Jaehyun. I will never. It was so bad.
I'm so upset. Why you gotta remind me of that shit? I'm mad.
Because I think about it every time I see him. I'm like, damn, we could have had him romantic as Jaehyun, shy and not knowing what to do. But we're stuck with this motherfucker. We're stuck with Jeffrey. Okay,
Jeffrey, what up, Jeff? Big freak. Honestly, Jaehyun, if we went to high school together, Jaehyun would be my best friend. That's the people I hung out with.
I feel like that too. Yeah, same. Same.
And I look back at that now, and I'm like, ew, why? Why?
They did it. Honestly, listen, I think we were talking about it because a lot of people are obviously, compare and contrast the whole noise music thing, and we know that we always say noise music with Stray Kids, and listen, I'm gonna toot my own horn, but how I describe it, it's different, okay? They are completely different. Because NCT 1 to 7 specifically, their noise music is more hip hop, rap based, versus Stray Kids. I feel like Stray Kids uses it's more electronic music based.
Listen, look, there's different types of noise for everyone, okay? There's people who won't even different types of music in general. There's some people who have terrible taste and don't like Britney Spears, and they're like, oh my god, this is noise. And then there's some people who have terrible taste and don't like Bring Me the Horizon, which also, what's wrong with you? Because they're great music. But all music is noise, really, right? So you just gotta pick your own noise, the own noise that you like and that you can deal with. Me, I deal with every type of noise. I love noise. Give me noise, okay? Except for EDM. I don't fuck with that. That's too much noise going on at the same time. But
no, that's Stray Kids. They do EDM based songs. What you mean?
Okay, but I have a whole Changbin going. That's what I have. That's
There's still songs with singers and rappers. There's a lot of subdivisions in EDM, but Stray Kids is EDM.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying.
But I love NCT's noise music.
Oh, I do too. The only thing I don't like about NCT's noise music is that because they're so known for their noise music, that people try to like pigeonhole them to just that. They're like, oh, but I'm just like, y'all. It's because they don't listen to like the B-sides and stuff. But NCT has like some R&B bops
and the vocals.
Yes,
yes.
But let's talk about the album because Focus, baby,
Focus.
Let's talk about Focus.
That song is beautiful and
Lord
so
Jesus.
like just gives sexy. I don't even know what they're saying because I haven't even looked up lyrics, but it just gives me sexy vocals and just everything.
That and The Rainy Night.
Oh yeah, vocals for days. And that's another thing too. When people always try to come for NCT talking about like vocals, like they can't, like that that's just an anti trying to start shit. Because if there's
vocals.
one thing that they can do is they can sing. So they have vocals for days.
Bitch, let me just, and then Magic Carpet Ride, I was like, show me a whole new world. I am Jasmine, please. Like,
all I can just think about is Jan when they were on Mickey Mouse Club.
yes!
Say, a whole new world. I said, get it, Jeffrey.
As someone that only visits N-City on the weekends, even I knew that they have vocals. I think I even have, like, now that I have been tied in a chair and, like, know more about them, I even have, like, a favorite vocalist.
She's coming over a lot more for tea, so she's learning.
I think Dream was the easiest to remember, to be honest.
Yeah.
This album, though, is great. Chef's Kiss. I mean, she's no Neozone, but, like, no one can be Neozone.
Still my favorite NCT album.
No one can be Neozone, okay? But she's spicy. She a little sexy. And
she's so good. Because, like you were saying, Magic Carpet Ride, I freaking love that song. Like, it made me feel, I was just like, damn, like, I'm missing a bae that I don't even have. Like, that's how it made me feel. I was like, shit.
They said, what do you mean? There's 21 baes to choose from. What are you talking about?
And Breakfast, listen. I haven't looked up the
like
lyrics.
it.
I love it. I haven't looked up the lyrics, but I'm thinking this is a little
suggestive. I hope so.
Yeah.
She said, I hope so. They said they grown.
Yep.
There's a part, and it sounds like a part in Hot Sauce. And I said, this is the same like progression. It goes, the part in Hot Sauce is da 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 da.
I think it's
There's
Road
a
Trip.
part in one of the songs that does that in their song. I was like, was this on purpose? Or I need to find out what song it is because I know I'm not the only one.
I think it's Road Trip. It's
I think it is because Magic Carpet Ride doesn't have.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's Road. Yeah, I just couldn't remember if it was a part. Yes, it's Road Trip. Wow. The dreamy in me jumped out. I was like, oh my God, it sounds like hot sauce.
I feel like Lemonade needs to be also mentioned again just because like that shit is
oh yeah, she's an ass clapper. We love
she
Lemonade.
really is. She is.
She is that bitch.
We throwing it back to Lemonade.
And then Bring the Noise, but I was ready to headbang. Like I need to headbang Barricade at this show, like to the song. Like
I do not want to twist my neck, but I will.
Promise You belongs in like an 80s melodrama and like
it sounds like it needs to be like played on like a TV show or something.
A sitcom, something like it's. Oh God, so good.
I wanna add Dreamer.
Yay!
Our unofficial playlist that we haven't started before rollerblading. Like, can you imagine this?
Yes,
you're right.
Yeah, we're mentioning Road Trip, and I'm pretty sure that's the one too. That reminds me, like, it gives me big, like, touch vibes. Like, yeah, like, when I heard it, I was like, this is giving me very much touch, like, that type of concept and feel.
I know they hated Touch, and I just don't know why.
I don't know why. That song is great. I
beg them to perform that song to the day they are no more.
Also, DeMarcus and Far.
DeMarcus
in this whole album, he's just spitting and saying some things that I just did not feel comfortable with. I said, sir, since when? When did you think that you were allowed? I just...
so hot. It makes me sick. Oh, God. Quite literally and metaphorically, but actually physically, it did make me sick.
She jumped over the couch to get away from him, y'all. Jumped over.
Love that.
Couch.
You can't escape him.
It's wild because I was having blood pressure problems right before we started filming, and then I was like, all right, let's just do it because I feel okay. and then we were like watching it and like, oh no, I thought I was going to actually really physically die multiple times watching that music video.
He's just an enigma, Mark Lee is, because he's that, but then like when he's not rapping, he's just like the most precious human. Like,
he really is the most precious human, but he also attacks. Like,
he needs to, I'm telling you guys, he needs to be studied. Like, he needs to be studied by Harvard Law, like the medicine. Every department and every university needs to study him. I volunteer. I will go back to school just to do that. Like, there's just something about him, and I don't know what it is, but it's just, he's so fine, but then he's so precious, and ew, I'm gonna throw up. I can't believe I'm talking about
oh, I love Mark. He deserves the entire world.
honestly, NCT, like, 1 to 7 are just, it's like a hot guy next to a hot guy next to a hot guy next to a hot guy.
They're all dumb. Like, there was a part where they were looking at the video and JN's just like, yeah, did you, like, I was really surprised that the Chihuahua, like, the dog did so good lip singing on that part. Like, he was really great. And they were all confused. And they were like, wait, what? And Mark's like, what? And Johnny's like, yeah, like, me too. Like, it was really cool. I was just like, damn, they trained him, like, whatever. Like, them two going back and forth being stupid. And the rest of the group is sitting here, like, leaning in, looking like, wait, what? Like, how did we miss that? And I'm like, really?
Johnny is an instigator. That
He
man.
is. It's the worst. It's the worst. I hate that type of person. I hate Johnnies. Okay, they're the worst people.
He is so funny. He will tell you a lie with a straight face and
He
make
will.
you believe
He would
it.
pass a lie detector test while he's lying to your face. Like,
Yep.
Oh my god, I can't handle that.
Yeah, him and Chenla like to lie for the sake of lying for no reason.
Yeah.
is so
You
bad.
just go
too.
outside and you're like, wow,
So bad.
the sky's so pretty, the sunset's beautiful. And he's like, I don't see the sun. The sun's not in the sky. What are you talking about? Like, are you okay? You should go
I'll
get that
never
checked."
forget that fucking this and that, the G-Chen, like the Chenlo, like Jisung video where they
Chunji.
go to fucking Chenlo's hometown and he's telling Jisung all these things and Jisung's like, oh, really? And Chenlo's like, no. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, he's such a shit. No.
So yeah, all in all, to wrap it up, NCT. That's all we gotta say. NCT.
Yeah, they
Yes.
did great. I'm excited for what's to come. I'm excited for Wavy's new stuff. I'm excited for NCT 2021 so we can get some Sungchan and some Shotaro action.
Shotaro!
Yes, Shotaro!
Sorry.
Yes, I'm excited for NCT Hollywood 'cause I know it's gonna be a hot mess.
I can't
So
wait.
I can't wait for that.
I can't wait for all of it. Honestly, this album is fire. It's really good. And I mean, I don't expect anything else like from NCT. Again, the title track being kind of like, it's everybody talking about it. So the purpose is there because everybody and their mom talking about Sticker. And also, listen, I love this concept of like, just stay close to me like a sticker. Like, I was like, you're right. Like, I love that. For me, for everybody. Thank you.
Yes.
Girl, they just be saying shit, and that's fine.
I'm all for it.
Like the Lemonade lyrics, I'm like, what does this even mean? But I don't care.
Don't care. Yeah,
Exactly.
That's the point.
I don't care. You keep spinning your guns and your lassos at me looking that fine. I don't. You could literally release a song that is just them going, yeah, 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 yeah. They have, and they're yeah, 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 yeah.
Love it. I'd buy it.
I'd be like, oh, $1 million.
They
Like,
have a
million
whole song
times.
called Bring the Noise on here, y'all. All they say is, bring the noise! Bring
If they
the
could
noise!
put My Van on an album and I still bought the album, that's how you know. That's how you know.
Oh my god.
I feel like that song is the worst NCT song. If you, okay,
Bitch,
anybody
that
that's
song ain't
listening-
even saved. That song is not even saved
Exactly,
to my library.
but
It's not saved on mine either.
like, My Van is the most horrid song that NCT 127 has ever done. If anybody listening right now, if you think that there's a more horrible song than My Van, please let me know, because I will tell you that no, My Van is worse than that.
there are My Van stands, bro. Like, there are people who like love that song and like them, like, and I think it's mainly they love like the concept behind it because they literally wrote it when they were like traveling and like, yeah, okay, but like
They could have
And-
done a better job. Anyways, NCT 1 to 7. Yes, 1,000 out of 10. Like, this album is great.
Again, she's not a Neo zone, but she's pretty damn close. She's good.
Yeah, she's great.
Good.
Yep.
Good. We will end off this week like we do every week with our songs of the week. Spoiler alert. There's a lot of NCT for me.
Mood.
In fashion of every time a group that I absolutely love comes back, I start to listen to their old discography. It's just a thing that I do. I start to listen to their old albums just for the LOLs. So NCT Sticker obviously has been on repeat a lot. Also Pandora's Box from Neozone.
Oof.
Anytime I hear that song on shuffle, I have to like replay it at least like 85 times for me to fully feel like I was accomplished. Also been listening to a lot of Cherry Bomb, which they referenced in this book.
Hey,
Yes, they did. Any regular.
Yes. So that was amazing. I've also been listening to a lot of ATEEZ, To The Beat, Horizon, and also Deja Vu. Yes. Whoop.
I've been listening to Lemonade. So good.
Yes.
So good. Like it's like such a good song that before it even finishes, I'm already like hitting repeat. Like it's just so good. I can't get enough of it. And also Dreamer, like I mentioned, like I can't shut up about that song. Like it's just so good.
I feel it.
My other song of the week, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna butcher her name, but it's Psycho by Soyoon. Yeah, that song's really good. I don't even know how I got to the song, but I really like it. Also, this is not Kpop, but listen to Cry Baby by Shane, whatever. It's the Tokyo Revengers beginning.
Oh, yes, a bop, a tune. Yes,
I finally found it on Apple Music. My one song of the week is One We again, so there's that. It is Regulus by One We.
Oh my god, yes.
We love. I'm so excited for the new album, and it hasn't even dropped yet. And you know why? Because Kia is working on it.
He's working on it. All right. So my song of the week, let's be real, it's the new album. It's NCT 127. Duh. And not even just because it's them. It's just a good album. I'm also still listening to Nicki every summertime.
Yes.
It's so good. I love this song so much.
I can't wait to see her.
I know. Also, Never Gonna Come Down by Mark and BB. I really like that one too. And
Yes.
I know that I clown Mark Twain all the time, but it's out of love. That is my boy. He is talented and I love him. But I just feel like, we've been together for a long time, that sibling energy. I just feel like I have the right to clown him. It's coming from a good place, because if anybody else tries to clown him, I'll fight. But yeah. So just NCT 127, and then Mark and BB Never Gonna Come Down. Also, not K-pop related, but listen to Montero, Lil Nas X's album, 'cause it's so good.
So good.
It's so good. But yes.
For my songs of the week, we're gonna be repetitive because I've also been jamming to the NCT 1 to 7 album. But most like specific, I would say Lemonade, Focus, Magic Carpet Ride. I think those might be my top faves on the album. I've been listening to like Inside Out by NYAFangirls came on my shuffle. Ooh, and I was like, heck yeah. Yes. So I've been listening to that and Bet a lot. Then obviously ATEEZ, their newest album, so Deja Vu, All About You, and yeah, that's what I've been listening to.
Hey, where is NYAFangirls? Like, where have they been?
I think that they just chilling out at this moment. Like, they are living in their riches and just calling it a night.
I know Ren's in a musical. I already know that. But
Becco is just being hot. Like, Becco is just being sexy somewhere.
I just need them to give me some more great music.
I feel that. I feel that. I just know that, listen, the other day, I saw a picture of them, and Becco was in the front, and they were wearing suits. Ooh. That man is so hot. I need to stop.
Yes, love that. So, whether you are obsessed with the NCT album or the ATEEZ album or, just any album, I hope you're listening to the best album you love right now. Like, love that for you. Well, no, you can't be because you're listening to the podcast. But after the podcast, I hope you listen to the album you love the most. Okay? Make sure you always
fangirl on.
Jeffrey, Jonathan, DeMarcus. I'm watching all three of y'all.